how do we know long-term trades? So now let's look at this trade here. I want to use this one that has not happened before. So this probably a heads up that I strongly believe this market is going to go for a huge buy. First of all, if I was to buy this market here, my first take profits, not to the signal group, to me personally, my first take profit will be all the way down here. This is weekly time frame. Let's go to the one. My first take profit will be all the way down up here. So this probably will take a lot of time, probably 10 days, 2 weeks to get up to this place. Of course, there'll be a buy, there'll be sell, within those, but it will get up to this point. So if you buy here, if you had bought here, you shouldn't go checking what's happening in the lower time frame. That'll probably give you heart eggs and make you to lose control and probably make you to close the market. Even if this market decides to start selling down and probably pass your entry point, it is worth the risk. It is worth the risk of holding it all the way up here. And then if you're someone who have gained a lot from Forex, you can decide to hold this market all the way to this order. That's what I'm saying. Once you get a breakout and retest from the higher time frame, use the support and resistance level of that higher time frame. So this is the first one. This would have been our first take profit, and this would have been second. If you have $200 and you use this is 10 index, so probably $200, you'll probably be having a lot size of 9. 9 is small. 15, 14. Okay. Yeah, 9. Let's just say 9. There's no way this market will reach here that you'll not be having at least 3K, 4K, 5K. That's with just 9. And then imagine when you double that 9 with 4, like doubling it 9 times. That's 3K times 4, going to 12K. The secret to this thing is holding. That's like the main thing to it. If you don't hold the market, if you have seen, so there's something I'm going to say, probably is not good. But if you see, there are some times that I will send a signal for a sell in my signal group, like maybe 3 times or 2 times. But if you check my entry point is still that of the first time. And you see plenty money, you see like I've made more money than others within those short time. But that's because I've been holding it since then. But I just found more entry points for them. But me personally, I've been holding it since then. So if you check all those things, you see that my entry point then has been since then. So the whole thing to this holding trade, it is way safer. So if you buy this trade here, if you get an entry here, you take profits. You should not even look at all these small things. Maybe if you want quick money, you can consider here as a first take profit. But then here, I won't advise you go all the way off here because of this thing here, because of this small thing here. But then at least these 2 points can make you good money. It might take a while, but it's way safer. So, please, do you understand that? Like that 25 1s. When we took that trade, I still have it. This is the demo account. I still have it. Look at where we took that sell. You see where we took that sell. So this is H4. The places you would have been considering is here. And if you had sold there and go here, you would have made money. Sorry, here was what I was considering before Colin sent that thing and I closed it. But here was what I was considering. But even at that, you can leave it here and you still make money. This is 14th August. And by the time you got here, it was 27th. We all analyzed this trade together. This is 27 August, 14, 27. That's 7, 21. That's like a week plus
10 days. Close to 2 weeks.
Close to 2 weeks. So you see, so the secret to all these things, get that breakout first from the higher time frame, then just hold the market.
Oh.
So please, you understand? No, please, Tuesday.
Yes, I do understand. Even though whenever I say lose, Hey, I just got panic. I wanted to close.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
I'm saying yes, I understand. Even
But if
though
you,
whenever I see the blues, I just panic wanting to close, thinking that I'm gonna lose it.
one thing, if you want to solve that thing, ask yourself this question: if you close this one, which one will I trade next? That's just one thing you ask yourself. If you close this one, which one will I trade next? And I think if you ask yourself that question, I think that will give you the courage to hold to do this thing. And once I'm holding a tweet for long, I don't like commenting on it. I don't even like looking at it. Like that time, that 25 1s, I'm still paying because I only started looking at tweets when Collins drew this other trend line. That was when I now say, okay, let me now go and draw it. But you can see that when people were saying this in the group, I wasn't replying. I wasn't saying anything about that particular one until that trend line was drawn. And I saw a breakout there. Here, the market broke out there. And I think it retested the lower time frame. I was like, wow, I have to close it. But that's that for. But if it's from the lower time frame, probably from M30H1, you can decide to scalp. Maybe not even scalp. You can just decide to take it to the next higher high. That's not bad. It's still trade. So the main thing is higher time frame requires you to hold for a very long time. So
Okay, thank you.
So the V10 now, we should look out for it.
Yes, the V10. Look, the V10 is, I strongly believe, is going to buy. Someone who bought the V10 here, if I bought the V10 here, because I'm using myself as if I bought the V10 here, I wouldn't have closed here. I would have closed here. So I would have probably still be holding the trade. And I gave a scalp trade in the signal group for the V10 for a buy, and he hit the first take profit. But I still believe he's still going to buy. But the entry point is what I'm still looking out for in this V10. But he's still going to buy, and take profits is all the way up here, not even here. Unless you want to hit the riffs more, then you can take here. But then if you really, because once it gets here, of course, there will be buy, sell that can maybe make the person happy. But then if you want the real money and you are sure you want to risk it, then hold it all the way here. Sometimes your trade might be 10K. By the time you're closing it, probably it will be 7K, but that shouldn't derail you. The main thing is at the long run, you find out that you have more profits than losses because you have less things to trade and you have more things to hold. That once you get that good one, just hold it very, very well. That's just the main thing. So now let's come to the V25. Any other question before we just go over to the other V25 on this? I guess.
Yes, Lucky for the V10. So what's the possible SL? Let's say you took it from the first.
From here?
From the first retest. Yes.
The SL will probably be here. And that's why I said I won't have closed it. The SL will probably be here. And the market has not touched it. And this is even looking almost like a double top. So I still feel the market will still buy again from here and buy all the way up. But the SL will probably be here. So I still believe the market is daily. So if you buy here, this is too far. But I'm still looking for the entry points. I drew a trend line here in my other phone, but it has been validated. But then I also saw this, like I told you now, this thing here that is almost looking like a double top, a double bottom. I still feel the trade will buy.